These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay and Washington Redskins. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, 30 base. So don't say nothing.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Parker, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check 37, check 37.
Now the first carry for Bush. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Hard.
56.
On second and 15 now. Rosen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. They'll run on first down. Bush. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check 99, check 99. Deuce.
Bush on third down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
27 yards there, a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Redskins scoop it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the carry, it's Chubb, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to try and throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll hand it it off to Bush. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw is Rosen. Now he's going to go deep down the left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
Here we go. Henry. I'm coming.
Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
But it brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
35 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike 35. Mike 35. Rip right. Rip right. On it. I don't even know where. Let's go. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try again with Chubb a second time. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll give it to Chubb, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Lynch. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Monday. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Here comes. Monday.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check. Alert. Check.
On second down now, it's Bush. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A give, this is Bush. And they'll get him down up past the 15. On first down, it's Bush. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 37. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll run on first down. Bush. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, it's Bush. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Bush. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
56.
From the 25 on second down, Rosen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second and 7, Rosen. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo, 80 weapons.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And a cutback right sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey, 63 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is caught at the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll go again with Bush. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Tighten up. 80. Tighten up. Watch the team spill. He's coming. Double up, double up.
This is Bush. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try the right side with Bush. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
General West. Slam, slam, slam.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Bush. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
They give to Bush going right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go.
And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Let's go. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Good. Is it wrong? I'm coming. 58, come on. Wrong. 58, come on.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They run. Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team